The state soccer tournament kicked off yesterday, and we had three area teams in action in the 11 o'clock window, including the Sun Valley girls against Fruitland. Just 90 seconds into the game, it's going to be a corner kick for Fruitland, and it gets right into the boot of Ava Gibb, who sends it onto the back of the net. Grizzlies lead 1-0. Sun Valley would have some great chances the rest of the second half, starting with this Briley Gage shot to the keeper right there. Then a little bit later, it's Gage setting up Tess Leiter, who sends it just a bit too high and into the midst right there. And then right before the halftime break, Keely Strine would nail the crossbar, but it stayed just a little bit out. Fruitland led 1-0 at the half, and they would add a second in the second half to send Sun Valley to the losers bracket. Continuing our state coverage from earlier yesterday with a 4A girls matchup between the Kimberly Bulldogs and Coeur d'Alene Charter. This game got off to a quick start. It's already 1-1, 10 minutes into when we arrived. Just a few minutes later, a corner kick from Ava Harper hits the defender right there, crosses the line, and the official's going to say it's good, and the second effort would have been good anyway. The Dogs are going to go ahead and grab a 2-0 lead. They weren't done though. Cassidy Johnson wins this loose ball and makes the move into space, but the shot isn't going to go and isn't hard enough. It's going to be turned away. Johnson would set up the very next play with a beautiful throw to this one to Hannah Fisher, who gets it behind and makes it a 3-1 game in favor of Kimberly. Dogs defense held strong in the second half, allowing just one goal as they pick up a 3-2 win and move into the state semifinals against Marsh Valley. The number 4 Twin Fall Bruins boys soccer team took on the number 5 Blackfoot Broncos to kickstart their quest for the state title. Twin Falls trailed 2-0 and at this half in this one, but they came with a fire in the second. Bouncing ball in the box, and it's Clive Moyingo gets into the head right there. Twin Falls is going to cut the lead in half. Just a few minutes later, off on a free kick for Twin, it hits a man in the box, but comes out, and Keish Pullman, who is cash on the money shot right there. Bruins tie it up right there. But in the first 10 minutes of the half, and now talk about a celebration right there. Moving on, the teams would trade chances the rest of the half and into the golden goal period as Moyingo sends this one just wide, and then Jose Hernandez makes a big save for the free kick to tie it up into the shootout. We're tied 2-2. Josh Spider is on money for Twin, and then the Blackfoot player would sail it on over, putting Twin into the lead. Next shooter, Kevin Rivera, and he hits it, and Hernandez would make the save on the next one as Twin comes back from 2-0 and win this one 4-2 in penalties to advance to the state semis to play top seed Valley View. Then wrapping up with some more 5A boys action, Twin Falls already advanced to the semifinals. Could Wood River do the same? The second District 4 team to join them right there. Wolverines leading Nampa 1-0 at the half, but Wood River came out on fire in the second half. Cross from Jackson Wallace just barely knocked out of his arms by the way of the keeper, but the next run, first effort, no good. Ryder slot and right there, and the follow with the double, the Wood River lead. Get used to that name in this one because minutes later, Slaughton forces a turnover, gets to the space and wires one to the top of the net for his second one of the game. But they say the third game's a charm, and how about a state tournament hat trick for Slaughton? He's going to go ahead and take the pass into the box and just works his defenders before burying his third of the game. Wood River leaves no doubt in the first round with a 5-0 win over Nampa, and they will take on Sandpoint today for a spot in their third straight state title game. For some more scores across the board, the Sun Valley boys team is going to go ahead and take on the Teton Timberwolves. They took them down 3-2. Up next, they'll go ahead and take down top seed Coeur d'Alene Charter today at 1 p.m. And the Wendell Trojans boys continued their reign of terror after defeating Ambrose 3-0. Trojans will take on McCall Donnelly today at 3 p.m. In some other scores, the Twin Fall Bruins girls opened up the 5A soccer tournament today against Pocatello, and the Thunder would defeat the Bruins 2-0 and send them to the losers bracket. Bruins will take on Skyline today at 11 a.m. In our final classification, the Battle of the Ridges, Thunder Ridge comes out on top to send Canyon Ridge to the losers bracket. The Riverhawks will play today with the season on the line at 11 a.m. We'll be right back.